Okay, so we've got MPE installed. Now let's load up some video and audio. I'll open up a Finder, and these movie files here are from the great blues and roots player Tommy Harkenrider from his Swing for Blues Guitarist course. All I do is drag them into MPE. You can pretty much drag them anywhere. The first one starts playing. I can get a list of them here, and I can move between them using that same list.
Chord cycle.
I can also move between them using these previous and next lesson buttons, and you'll notice that the playback position was retained. I can click on the pause and play here, or I can do the same thing by clicking on the screen or with Control Space on the keyboard. This is a stop playback button. This takes me to the start of the playback, and this takes me to the end, which is useful if you're trying to find somewhere towards the end of the track. Let's have a look at some of the ways we can move around in the track. I can move the position slider. I can also type in here if I know an exact position. I can even, so let's say I want to go to 9 minutes and 30 seconds. I can even type fractions there, so decimal points if I want to be super precise. This 0 here I can click on, and that takes me to the start of the track. Okay, so let's look at the rest of these sliders. We've got volume here. You can effectively mute with the 0 button there. This is the speed control, so we can slow down or we can speed up. We can also use these quick buttons here to slow down to 50%, 60%, 70%, etc. This is our pitch control, so it moves us down a semitone at a time or up a semitone at a time. You can move down all the way down to almost 2 octaves below or 2 octaves above. So that's really useful if your guitar is tuned in a different key, if you're learning a song and you want to play it in your band with a different key. A lot of rock players, for example, tune in E flat. If you don't want to tune your guitar to E flat, you can just move the pitch control to match your guitar. The sense control here is similar, so this is just moving us down by fractions of a semitone. Again, the idea here is if your guitar's just a little bit out of tune with the recording, you can move this rather than tune your whole guitar. It's faster. Again, there's a 0 control there. And with all of these, you can also type numbers in these text boxes. There's a graphic equalizer here, which is really useful if you're trying to isolate certain parts of the sonic spectrum to isolate a guitar, for example. Okay, just before we finish this video, we'll look at different ways that you can display the video. So this button here hides the controls, and we can bring them back again. This button here hides the video. Why would you want to hide the video? Sometimes if you're learning something a player's doing, it's useful to be able to look at them to start off with, but it can become a crutch, so sometimes it's better off to not be looking at them. And this one here is a full screen. You won't be able to see the full screen on the recording here, but it's full screen, and you can move it back to normal screen, obviously. Before we finish this lesson, I'd like to point out that we can also drag audio files here. So let's drag in, say, this track here. And all the same controls are available to me. So the great thing about this is that you can have all your video lessons, but also any songs that you're working on all together in the same tool. Okay, I'll see you in the next lesson.